Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the second half of August from the 16th all the way through the 31st. General as always, so please do keep that in mind as this reading unfolds and take from it what makes sense for you, release what doesn't. So we're going to start with this deck, What's Brewing, Spilling the Beans by Fire Witch Tarot to get things started. Angels and spirit guides please for Aquarius. So what's brewing when it comes to your love life, how it's affecting your life? We have expecting. So for some of you, this could be a literal meaning, building a family. So if that applies, take that. It's certainly coming through for some of you, I feel. But this is just typically indicative of a fresh start, I feel, for some of you. And maybe that's something that you've been really working very hard on. So let's see what else. Expecting and a new beginning. So I do feel for some this could be that you are expecting right now and building a family with your person. We do have sex shop here, so we'll see what that's talking about. We've got the caution card coming up. So I feel maybe in certain scenarios for the collective there could have been situations where there could have been third-party situations or infidelities tied into outside interference outside of your connection. That is what I'm getting from that. You're being cautioned. Recording, announcement, expression, revealing. I'm getting too for some of you that you might be announcing that you're expecting a baby, perhaps. That could be coming through for some of you guys. But we do have this caution right here, which could represent a bit of a red flag for some of you guys. And that could be what's going to be revealed to you. Maybe you've got a suspicion that something's going on in your relationship or with your partner. Maybe you know that they've been visiting the sex shop and that's out of the ordinary behavior for this person maybe. I'm getting too that maybe you caught somebody or you caught your person maybe online, talking to other people. Could be very flirtatious behavior also. And then we have worst nightmare. Okay, so I do get that for some of you guys. And then we've got this insecure card that's coming forward. So some of those insecurities might have something to do with the fact that you might have caught your partner cheating. Maybe, you know, something as simple as they're on their computer or they're on their phone. They could be checking out porn sites or sex shops for whatever reason. And your worst nightmare could be that they're talking to someone else. There could be cheating and infidelities going on here. An added interpretation too is, especially for my divine feminines, maybe you found out that your masculine got someone else pregnant. That could have been the case. So let's see what's going on there. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, Tarot with a Twist. For those of you who are not familiar with this deck, it's one that I created especially for advanced beginners looking to learn how to read tarot. It's got upright and reversed meanings, and the twist here is that it includes new oracle messages. It includes new court cards. We have the Emerald of Water. So this is one of the oracle messages. Okay, so Emerald of Water. Some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign, but you don't have to be. But if that is the case, could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It does say it's time to go with the flow of where life and love want to take you. Being rigid and closed-minded prevents you from growing and finding the many blessings that are meant for you. Remove stagnancy, stubbornness, and stalemate type situations from your journey. Love yourself enough to see that you are a gem with so much to offer to the world and to the one who is meant for you. So what I'm getting to for some of you is that part of this new beginning could be that you're moving on from a relationship where there could have been trust issues or infidelities. And this is just you ready to turn a new page, just kind of going with the flow of where life is going to take you. And part of that expectation might lead you to a new beginning with someone else. But it hasn't been an easy journey. So we do have the Strength card coming up. This situation for some of you, it definitely tested your belief in yourself, which could be why we've got insecurities popping up. But this is about bravery. This is about having the courage to pursue a different direction, move away from a toxic situation, especially if you feel that your worst nightmare absolutely manifested. Maybe you saw the warning signs, or you could have ignored whatever this was, ignoring the red flags perhaps. But there's this need to have patience in the meantime, because things might take a little bit of time to at least present you with a new beginning, or even a new opportunity in love, or even just life overall. It might even be affecting your work life, your other relationships, your friendships, your interactions with family members, all of those things. But this is wanting to restore your confidence within yourself. So more than likely, if you relate to this, that's why this strength card is here, because your angels are picking up off of the fact that you need help in that area. And this is so fitting that we've got the angel of mercy popping up now. Life has brought you down to your knees. The universe shows you mercy. The love you've been searching for, yearning for, has eluded you thus far. I'm here to let you know that it's time to rise, to get back up, claim your ascension within your own life, to help you take that first step towards a brighter future. You see how these messages are presenting itself? So for those of you that might have ignored the red flags, ignored the caution signs, you're being given some form of assistance here from your angels to help break you free from a toxic connection or negative baggage that you might be holding on to when it comes to your past relationships that did not work out, possibly due to infidelities, possibly due to trust issues. You're being offered a new beginning here. So you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be stuck. Go with the flow. Trust your angel guides. They're actually leading you towards a brighter future here. And I love how this is coming through. We've got the red rose here. We have the Fool card. And then we have the redwood tree. So what does this mean? The red rose is telling you that new love is on the horizon, that you can connect with somebody, that you will share a very deep love connection with that person. And as it says, eternal love, fiery passion, red hot chemistry. So where this person from the past that might have hurt you, where they fell short, you've got somebody else that's coming in along with that Fool card, giving you a new beginning in love and romance. Can there be a possibility towards a connection that's perhaps being given a second chance? Of course, but you got to figure out what these caution signs are and whatever those red flags are. If your worst nightmare came true, then this person has a whole lot to make up for that. But you've got a new beginning, a fresh start right here. It's up to you what you do with it. And then you've got the redwood tree really confirming the strength card here, because that's what this is about also. You survived something difficult. You survived something painful. You're strong. You're still standing. And you have the ability to start over. Look at this. To start over after having your heart broken. So here we are with the Three of Swords that could represent that heartbreak, some form of betrayal, something that really broke your heart and hurt you. Maybe when all of this happened, it caused you to be very anxious or depressed in some way, because you were dealing with a lot of sorrow and grief. It wasn't an easy thing to go through. But I feel the angel of mercy is here to help you move forward. And now you've got Archangel Chamuel helping you out as well. So this card says, I am the angel of peaceful relationships. I can help bring the right person into your life, your ideal mate. I can help you become closer with your current partner. I can help you heal any conflicts in your relationships, attract new love, and strengthen your existing connections. If you crave intimacy in your life, I can assist with that too. So we've got a couple of scenarios here where Archangel Chamuel can really help you out, Aquarius, either to help you guys overcome the difficulties of an existing partnership, possibly due to infidelities, trust issues, third parties, love triangles, things of that sort, where the peace and the connection was definitely rocked to its core. It's either that, or Archangel Chamuel and the Angel of Mercy is here to help you move forward to find new love. So it's really up to you what you do with these energies and these messages, but it does seem that no matter what, you're not meant to be stagnant. You're not meant to be stuck. So that's the opening message here. But when it comes to those of you focused on a particular individual for this reading, let's go ahead and take a look and see what are they hiding from you. So I'm going to pull from my lost, it's not mine, This is by Calico Moon, the Lost in Time Oracle. So let's grab some insight from here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know? What are they hiding from you? If you resonate with some of these messages for yourself, if you feel you're hiding certain things from this person too, see from these messages what makes sense for you personally. All right, here we go. But I am focusing on your person and what they are hiding from you. Well, we have 555. Okay, if you happen to be seeing that number or the time, pay attention to that. And it does say transformation, changes, be comforted. Spirit will guide you. We already know your spirit guides are there for you. Okay, and there are definitely changes that need to be implemented in your life. But what we're focusing on here is that they're hiding these things from you. They're perhaps recognizing that they need to change to come towards you as a better person. Look at this. We now have 444 coming in. So these numbers, these synchronicities and these numbers, these angel numbers that you might be noticing, this is all about foundations, stability, comfort, home. And I love how the word comfort is showing up in both of these cards. Be comforted. Spirit will guide you. And this is about the stability, the comforts of home. So for those of you, for example, who live together, maybe there's the opportunity that someone's going to come back and you can share that home or just have a fresh start, have a happy home life, a happy relationship. There is progress that's perhaps being offered here. So since we're focusing on what they're hiding from you, perhaps they recognize that the way you guys were interacting, the way they were with you before, that cannot continue. Something has to shift and change. We have Libra coming in. So maybe that could be your person's sign. You could have Libra in your chart also. A gathering of your tribe coming soon. I kind of get for those of you who already have children, and we did get that reference to expecting, or at least, either you already have children together, or you talked about having a family someday, or just the overall vibe of your tribe, whoever that might represent. This is people coming together. Look at this. Might be giving you a time frame here. Sometime this year. Also, 3 o'clock might be a significant time for some of you guys. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some words to go along with this. I'm going to pull from In the Shadows Oracle by All Things Intuitive. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? I fear that you will reject me. Despite all of these changes that they're willing to make, they're still afraid that maybe you wouldn't even be open to reconciling with them or even talking to them. So that's a part of their fears. They are hiding their fears from you. I lied to you. Okay, so they know that they were not open and honest with you, and maybe they never fessed up to it, but they recognize that here. What else for Aquarius? At that moment, I just didn't care. And that could have ultimately resulted in why the relationship fell apart, because they were just focused on themselves rather than how it would affect you. And if there were trust issues, if there were infidelities in the partnership, they weren't exactly focused on how it would affect you. But I feel there's a lot here that's coming through because now they're acknowledging a lot of their shadows. They're acknowledging a lot of the actions that might have played a role in why you guys are not together, or at least going through some major challenges in the partnership right now. I can still see you standing there. So they could certainly be dreaming about you, thinking about you. There could be astral travel going on here. There could be 5D interaction, telepathic communication, seeing you in their dreams, or they're visualizing having you with them. And then this one says, I'm happy that it's over. So this might have something to do with the past, that whatever trauma and drama went on there, that it's over. You know, there's nothing that you guys can do about it at this point, aside from perhaps focusing on the now and ultimately where the future will take you guys. This could also be something in your person's life, that a cycle that has ended and they're happy about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and, what did I use? Let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'm going to pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius, for this love and life reading, second half of August. All right, my divine feminines, you're coming in as the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is the need to really rely on your intuition at this time when it comes to your divine masculine. That's what I'm really feeling very strongly here. And if you're masculine, for example, if they're feeling depressed, sad, overwhelmed, anxious, that's not the energy of the Queen of Cups. So my feminines, I feel there's a part of you that might be dealing with this whole situation a whole lot better than your masculine. It's either that or they're observing you, maybe just living your best life in the meantime, especially if you guys follow each other on social media, for example. Because look at the opposing energies here. We've got the Nine of Swords, which is insomnia, nightmares, hopelessness. So one person who's calm and the other one who's anxious and freaking out a little bit that they can't even get any sleep at night. And again, here we are with the Three of Swords. So there was a lot of pain here that happened over a love triangle. If it wasn't infidelity, if it wasn't a love triangle, then it was something that hurt the relationship. There's a reason, though, why this is coming through here. So we can't ignore third parties. We can't ignore a possible love triangle here, if I can speak today. Yeah, you guys went through something very painful. It's like a bleeding heart, you know? So I kind of get more of this energy in this reading, Aquarius, for the masculine. Not to say that the feminines were not affected by this situation. I just feel on this journey at this point in time, my feminines are coming through as a much stronger, calmer energy here. You're handling things better. Look at this. We've got the Hierophant coming through. Tradition, commitment, right? So what they're hiding from you at this point in time is that maybe they're considering offering some sort of offer tied into long-term commitment. Maybe they weren't ready or able to offer that before. Possibly. We have the Four of Swords. So this is a resting period between the two of you. It's like taking a break from one another, you know, in order to heal, in order to recuperate from something this painful. Because you need that time. You need that break. It's restoration time. It gives you the opportunity. It really gives both of you the opportunity to contemplate and think about where you want your life to go. I feel when it comes to your person, and as we see through these messages, they want to be able to create change. They know they themselves have to work on the type of person that they are. But they're still really afraid or allowing their fears to get in the way that you will end up rejecting them, which is more than likely why they're having nightmares or they can't sleep at night. And then we've got the Moon here. So again, fears, illusions, deception. This was a part of the issue here. There could have been affairs there. We've seen the Three of Swords coming up twice. So definitely some form of deception going on in the partnership. If it wasn't an actual affair, then it was something else very hurtful that happened between the two of you. Okay, and they're acknowledging all of this here. That's what they're hiding from you. But they're ready to commit. They are ready to commit to you. That is, if you are open to that, or you're still on your healing journey. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at their deepest thoughts and fantasies when it comes to you. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from this deck, the Love Journey deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. All right, so their deepest thoughts at this time. What does this say? Ooh, it's really dark. It says, let's raise a family together. Look at that. Okay, I mean, it's really dark print, but that's what it says. Let's raise a family together. And I mean, right from the very beginning, as you guys have seen already through this image, expecting new beginning. And part of that new beginning has to do with starting a family, having children, or you guys have already started the process. And maybe some of you guys just found out that you're expecting, okay? But it's coming through there. That's a part of their deepest thoughts. That's what they're wanting. I always knew it was you. Look at that. I want forever, nothing less. Their deepest thoughts. So let's go ahead and grab some insight focusing on their deepest fantasies. So I'm going to add messages from my Sugar and Spice Oracle. This particular deck, it can contain profanity or sexual innuendo. So if you don't want to hear that portion of the reading, you're more than welcome to fast forward. So a little naughty, a little nice. Let's go ahead and see what the messages are. Some of the messages are pretty tame, though. It's not all super sexual, but there are some cards in here that are definitely pushing the limits. So let's go ahead and see. Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. Their deepest fantasies here when it comes to you. We have Mint. I'm typically cool, calm, and collected, but when you're within reach, so close to me, teasing me, tantalizing me with desire for you, I can feel your breath upon my lips. I simply want nothing more than to melt into your arms, our bodies intertwined while the sensation lasts. I mean, definitely the desire is here. Okay, so if that's something that you relate to, especially if you were teasing them and tantalizing them with desire and really wanting to allow your person to just be pushed in a particular way where they can't wait to be with you, and certainly experiencing those sexual adventures together, the sexual chemistry could be very strong. And we clearly see they want to have a family with you, have children. We have dragon fruit. Don't compare me to anyone that came before me because I'm unlike anyone else you've ever had the pleasure of meeting. I'm beautiful on the inside, but you'll never know that sweet side of me if I don't let you in. If you want access, you gotta have patience. I'm so worth the wait. This could be what it is that you're really wanting your person to know and understand too, Aquarius. You know, so there's this issue of perhaps, because we've seen love triangles, we've seen third-party references here where there could have been outside influences. So they don't want to be compared to anybody else. They just want to be the one that you desire most. Let's grab one more message here. And then we'll, of course, clarify with tarot. We have ice. Okay, so obviously take this only if it applies. It does say you left me out in the cold. I know I deserve it. I know I could have done better, been better, loved you better. Please don't freeze me out of your life. I promise you won't regret it. Okay, so you could have iced them out. You could have ghosted them. Interesting, the energy is presenting itself here. We have mint and ice. So there's this very cool, cold type vibe between the two of you. You could be giving them the cold shoulder because they hurt you. Okay, so let's clarify here with some tarot. I'm going to pull from my tarot teacher deck here. Let's grab some additional insight. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know? So will they be able to warm your heart once again, or is it too late? I feel you still care for them. You still have love for them. But if they did hurt you, if there were infidelities here, you've got your guard up maybe. Or again, possibly just wanting to go in a different direction and find love elsewhere. So if you did leave them out in the cold, for some of you guys, maybe you're just ready to go in a different direction. Yeah, Eight of Cups, walking away, leaving behind, leaving something, leaving someone behind because you were disappointed in the partnership. Maybe for some of you right now, you just need some downtime, some alone time. We've seen that in this reading, giving you time to really meditate on things and just think about how it is you want things to unfold in your own life. Because this is telling us here that you might have detached from a particular situation where they hurt you, and maybe there's just too much water under the bridge here, which is why you might have left them out in the cold. You're just kind of focusing on your own life, making progress, going in a different direction. Because the Six of Wands here, it's about success and victory that you can certainly achieve. But if you're walking away from someone, then you're wanting to achieve these things either on your own or going in a different direction. And here we are again. Look at these cards. We already had the Four of Swords and the Moon that came through earlier. It's popping up here again. So I don't think you're quite ready to allow this person back in. I feel they hurt you too much. You need some time to yourself is what's presenting itself here because of the anxieties and just really heavy stuff that you've been going through as a result of more than likely infidelities, because that's a hard one to ignore with the Three of Swords popping up. It's heartbreak. It's a love triangle. It's a third party situation typically, or at least that's coming through very heavily here. It doesn't always have to apply to that, but I feel in this instance, that's what it is. Affairs of the heart, where somebody was deceptive towards you. They were keeping things from you. They were keeping things from you. Which is why you left them out in the cold. But boy, they still desire you. They still want you though. What is up? What is up? Let's see what else. What else, please? Angels and spirit guides. Yeah, so the Nine of Cups in the reverse is about nightmares, shattered dreams. They really broke your heart. Because at one point in time, you really saw this person as somebody who could fulfill your wish in love and romance and make you very happy in your life. And then here we are with the Five of Cups, okay? The sadness, the sense of loss and grief that you've been through. This has been one heck of a journey that you've been on when it comes to this person. It's a failed relationship. I feel they've got a lot of regrets over their actions, over how things played out. But we do have the Six of Swords here, okay? So, didn't that already come through? Let me just check. Because the Six of Swords, it's a transition here. Just want to make sure that didn't already. Didn't that come through? Or am I tripping? No, I guess not. Sorry guys, yeah, I've done quite a few readings here today. Okay, so that Six of Swords is telling us that you are definitely transitioning out of what happened between you and this person. You know, maybe you're just ready to move forward. Because there's healing here that needs to happen for you. You're releasing past baggage attached to this person because they hurt you too much. Look at that, the Ten of Swords. They betrayed you. They stabbed you in the back. And maybe you're just at a point where you're better off severing ties. More than likely, you've already done that. But again, this is reiterating the relationship that failed. It failed for a reason, you know? So this isn't turning out to be one of those love stories where You're easy to forgive this person because they hurt you way too much. So more than likely at this point, Aquarius, you have severed ties with this individual and you're just focusing on a new beginning for yourself with that Ace of Wands. Okay, new opportunities, just welcoming in other connections. You could be dealing with a Capricorn here, coming in with that devil energy. This is what I'm getting from your person though, Aquarius, is that they're still attached to you somehow. They haven't let you go. Not in their heart anyway. They dealt with temptations that contributed to the demise of this partnership. But I'm getting here that the tables might have turned. You know, now they're obsessed with you rather than obsessed with somebody outside of the connection. So that's their own drama. That's their own issue that they're going to have to address within themselves. And this is what I'm getting for some of you guys. Once you take control of the situation, once you take control of your own life and walk away, if you haven't already, this is where you're headed with that Four of Wands, where you can find happiness in your life. That might even lead you down a road where you connect with a twin flame here, a very special soul connection with somebody. Celebrations, weddings, twin flame connection. Now, for some of you, can it be a reunion with somebody? Yes, of course, because everybody's got their own free will. And of course, your person has the ability to come towards you having made changes that are necessary, which we've already seen in this reading. And maybe you do feel that they are your twin flame. So it's not impossible, even if you've iced them out of your life, even if you did leave them out in the cold. If they come towards you, if they communicate and telling you, you know, let's give this another try, let's give us another chance. It's up to you what you do with that. Look at this. We've got all these threes popping up. Three of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Isn't it interesting that we've got everything coming through here except the Three of Swords, which represents that pain, that heartbreak, that potential love triangle, third-party situation. Because the Three of Cups is giving you the opportunity for a positive outcome in love and romance. It can be a new love. It can be a new beginning between you and a person that you want back in your life. So it's possible. You both have to work together and collaborate and work as a team in order to have this relationship be successful. It's either that or you find a new love that very much puts in the work in a partnership. So Three of Wands, it's all about forward planning, looking ahead. No longer focusing on the past. And then you've got Divine Feminine, your masculine, coming in as the Emperor here. You could be attracting an Aries, Divine Masculine. The Emperor can sometimes be fatherhood. We've already seen references here to, you know, expecting, possible pregnancy, building a life with you, having a family someday. So this masculine wants those things with you. This could be a new love though. If it's not the person that you've detached from, then this is a new love. And good luck is on your side right here. Destiny, good luck, good karma, and the necessary changes that you need to implement in your own life. And this represents new cycles that are coming in. This could represent your ultimate destiny in life, and certainly with a love partner, things are falling in your favor. It does represent a turning point here. So you yourself, you've got your own choices, your own options here in love and romance, and this can also apply to your life, whatever that might be. And so if you were dealing with a partner who was entertaining way too many options in love and romance, you've got your own choices to make as well. You've got your own options to choose from. Making better choices. You've got the Wheel of Fortune on your side. And then you've got the World card right here. So a cycle that needs to complete when it comes to a person that perhaps no longer serves a purpose in your life. So it's time to close that door, close that chapter, and open up a brand new door where you can achieve so much in your life. This represents things that you accomplish, things that will fulfill you, not just in your love life, but every aspect of your life. That could include your career, your finances, your friendships, your relationship with family, whatever it is. Something needs to conclude in order to offer you that new beginning. Now, if they want to be a part of that new beginning, somebody that you are estranged from, then they're going to have to do a whole lot in order to repair the damage. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself there. Let's go ahead and grab some additional guidance on what you've both learned on this journey. So I'm going to start with messages from the Divine Masculine here. This is my Voices deck, all right? So let's see what the Masculine has learned. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aquarius. Focusing on the Divine Masculine. What have they learned on this journey? Our love story has many more chapters that need to be written. Let's make sure it has a happy ending. Look at that. All right, so we do have a Masculine here. Maybe they're ready to make amends and, again, the changes that are necessary. I know we haven't talked in a while. I would really like to change that. I miss hearing your voice, you see? Look at this. I thought I found someone better, but quickly realized that I already had the best, and that was you. Whoa, these cards. Lessons learned by the Masculine. And one last card. You know we had to go our separate ways, but you'll forever be a part of my heart. And I feel that for you, Divine Feminine, that no matter how this all plays out in this lifetime, the two of you will forever be connected. You will always be in your Masculine's heart. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some messages now on behalf of the Divine Feminine from the Voices 2 deck. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aquarius, focusing on the feminine. Divine Feminine, what have you learned on this journey about the connection, about you, about your life, your perception of things? What have you learned for Aquarius? There's nothing like the very first kiss you share with the one you love. Something about the kiss, the very first time. Very special. You're definitely still attracted to your Masculine. Okay, you're so damn cute. Look at this. Stop comparing me to her. Where is that card? Where is that card? Remember the dragon fruit? Don't compare me to anyone that came before me, because I'm unlike anyone else you've ever had the pleasure of meeting. So Divine Feminine, you're speaking up here and telling your Masculine, I'm not her. Stop comparing me to that person. And isn't it interesting how it's lining up with this message from the Masculine? I thought I found someone better, but quickly realized that I already had the best, and that was you. You see how it's lining up, Divine Feminine? They recognize this and they've learned that lesson. Whoa. And we for sure know, Divine Feminine, you desire your Masculine. I'm overheating with desire for you. They desire you just as much. Okay? So those are the messages and what they've learned about you and the connection. So let's wrap things up with musical messages here. I'm going to pull from both of my Heart Songs decks here. So we'll grab 2 songs from each. So let's start with the Heart Songs Volume 1. If you're unfamiliar with the song, see if you resonate with the lyrics. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aquarius, in love and life. Okay, here we are. Well, this one's coming up with 3 songs. Until the 12th of Never, I'll Still Be Loving You. 12th of Never by Johnny Mathis. Basically, they're going to love you forever, regardless. Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel. I said I love you, and that's forever. And this I promise from the heart. I could not love you any better. I love you just the way you are. Okay, and so obviously there's no guarantee for a reconciliation if it doesn't happen. They're telling you here they will love you until the end of time. You will always occupy a piece of their heart. And then we have Vision of Love by Mariah Carey. I've realized a dream and I visualized the love that came to be. Feel so alive. I'm so thankful that I've received that the answer that heaven has sent down to me. You were like an answered prayer to this person. That is how they see you. Okay? All right, so let's grab 2 more songs to wrap this up from my heart songs of the 90s. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. So there's more healing I feel that's needed here. So either you will reconnect or you will find love elsewhere and find happiness and contentment. All right, so we have How Do I Live by Leanne Rimes. And then we have Can You Stop the Rain, Peebo Bryson. All right, how do I live? How do I get through one night without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? I need you in my arms, need you to hold. You're my world, my heart, my soul. And if you ever leave, baby, you would take away everything good in my life. The reality of it is, and as it has presented itself in this reading, Aquarius, you might have left them out in the cold, and this is what they're going through now. A lot of regrets. Because you represent everything to this person. And this last song, Can You Stop the Rain? Here's another morning without you. Here's another day. Will I get through it without breaking down? Haven't seen the sun since you've been gone. Like my heart, I lost it when you left me, and it can't be found. How can I go on? Baby, I'd be living on memories of you and me. All the love we made, all those tender nights, all those endless days, they're all here inside. And it's interesting how we have a female singer right here. We've got a male singer right here. And both of these songs pretty much saying the same thing. It's like, how do I go on? How do I move on without you? But the reality of things is, Aquarius, that life does move on. So you don't want to be stuck dealing with stagnant energies in your life. And remember, that is why you have the Emerald of Water coming in to remind you it's time to go with the flow of where life and love want to take you. You don't want to be rigid. You don't want to be closed-minded. Get rid of stagnancy, stubbornness, and stalemate type situations. So you got to trust your gut and your instinct. If you're in a stuck situation, certainly in your heart space, and you're unable to move on, perhaps that's something that you can address the second half of August, something for you to really focus on. Or that's your person and that's what they're dealing with, unable to get any sleep at night because they're so wrapped up in thinking about you and how they can make the necessary changes to come back to you. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself here, guys. I do hope whatever part of this made sense for you, that it helps you out. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.